Let's go ahead and get into it. This is for Virgo. Okay, I'm not going to let you see that one. Let's get one more here, Virgo. All right. I don't even know what it is because I have not looked. Let's keep going. This is for Virgo. Okay, Virgo. All right. All right. Oh, this one came out. Don't know what that is. It kind of fell on the desk. I don't know what it said, but we'll see. First card that came out here for you is Judgment. You also have Conviction. Okay. Card that came out is Promoter. You also have the Artist. Really good. Okay, let me make sure that these cards are straight because I know they look a little bit different from my view compared to what you guys get to see. Oh, we're going to really talk about this only if you know what I'm seeing off of this. And then the last card that came out is Unclear. This was the card that fell kind of on the side. So we'll just put it right here. Now I want to take a look at all of this because remember, we're saying what you're going to experience tomorrow, how you're going to feel tomorrow. Now we know that just based off of this is something that you're going to experience in the future. All this stuff is really good, by the way. So you guys are very creative. You're in this creative space. And if you're not, you will be. And part of your creativity with your work and career, there may be some uncertainty that's happening. That's the reason why the Unclear card came out. What direction should you go in? You're not really sure if things are going to work out with your artistry, whatever it is that you guys are doing. And this also has something to do with your career too. So it's like there's some uncertainty that you're experiencing in the work and career area. Okay. But you will be making decisions with this Judgment card, hands down. So that means that something is going to pan out where you are, where you understand where you need to head. Now, I will say with this Conviction card, there's nothing that's going to keep you from your personal, you guys already know this, if you've been following me a long time, I always say this, which is what? Personal constitution. And we all have a written personal constitution within ourselves that is individualized in us. So your convictions may be completely different from mine, but it's based on what it is that you are wanting. And it's saying you are sticking by that. You are, what do they say, 10 toes down, right? I don't really know what that means, but okay. I guess that means that you guys are standing on business, right? So even though there's a lot of uncertainty that you're experiencing, you know, there's going to be clear direction with that Judgment card. There is and part of that is like communication that can come in here and help you. Someone that can, there could be some type of message or something like that that you're going to get, or there could be spiritual messages that allows you to move forward in life. Praise the Lord. Now I'm saying what you're going to experience for tomorrow. Tomorrow, you may wake up still feeling very unclear, and someone will say something to you, and you're like, oh my God, I didn't even think about that. That's like a really good idea. That could be part of the judgment. That could be part of the messages that you're going to be receiving. Something so simple, a conversation at the bus stop, a conversation at your office or at a coffee shop that's going to give you direction. That's just an example of how the universe is going to work. Remember, judgment is always universal. So whatever you guys are experiencing, this uncertainty, something that's feeling unclear, the universe is like, I got you. You are going to know what direction you're going to move into. I promise you. Okay. Now here with the Promoter, this says, there is a new idea, which is interesting. I didn't even know what that says because it was partly covered. Plus, I don't know these cards off the bat. Okay. But it makes so much sense with this reading. Here it says, there's a new idea or project that is going to manifest. What does that mean for you? If you have your own business, something like that, something is about to happen, something is about to come to fruition or manifest in your life that's going to move you forward. Promotion is like being seen. Whether it has something to do with you being an artist, you have some type of talent, and someone is like, I'm gonna put Virgo on a front page of the papers, or you know, I'm gonna put Virgo in the front. Virgo is gonna be front and center. So part of this promotion could be promote yourself based on your artistry. Okay. So that is something that's going to be more clear for you coming up very, very soon. And like it says, whatever industry that you're in, it doesn't matter what industry that you're in, whatever industry you're in, that is what I see that's happening here. And I also like about the promoter is that it's saying the law of attraction. So you are attracting people into your life. There's people who are attracted to you to help you in some kind of way. Okay. Now let's get to the artist. I love this because this could happen in any area, y'all. And we know some of the biggest artists in the world are Virgos. Did you guys know that? Michael Jackson is an artist. Beyonce is an artist. I can go on and on. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to clout chase, okay? But it's true, right? Now, someone has their computer on their desk. So this could be something that you're creating that is not as big as Michael Jackson. It may not be as big as Beyonce, but it could be huge, right, for you in your world. And it could be an online shop, something that you're creating that is going to be promoted and there's going to be growth. Okay, so this is what it says. You're focused on finding beauty in your day-to-day life, especially if that's been very stagnant. Maybe it's been very hard for you to find beauty in life because, you know, there's been some things that you've been struggling with. Here it says that you could be doing something dealing with film. This could be a graphic designer, something on the web. This could be music. This could be a cake artistry, dancing, singing, something like that, right? Where you can put your talents on the internet and people say, that is what I want. She is amazing. He's amazing in that. And you guys are going to be seen because of the promoted part of that attracting energy. Now, this is what it says here, clear. It says, money is either tight or you're not receiving what you expected. The answers you are seeking will remain unclear for now, but your basic needs will be met, okay? So even though right now there are some things that you are concerned about, I love that ending part where it says that's okay. It may not be moving for you exactly where you want to, but you are going to be okay. Your needs are going to be met. Now, what we're going to do is go into the tarot. Now, this is when it starts getting really juicy because we're going to find out what this judgment card mean, what this conviction mean, promoter and artistry and all of that. We're going to find out what that means. Let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Let's find out what this judgment card means here for Virgo. Of course, this is going to be in love as well. Sometimes this uncertainty in your love life. Do you even have love? You don't know. Are you going to have love? That's something some of you guys definitely don't know about. And if you're in a relationship, will it last? That is a part of the uncertain energy. And sometimes artists talks about being able to be crafty or being creative, making your relationship last. Or some of you are going to have to go out of your comfort zone and create an opportunity for love to come into your life with this artistry. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Let's see what this judgment means for Virgo. This is for Virgo. All upright. Virgo. Nope, too much. Sorry, too many times, please. Virgo. Damn, why are you getting like a gazillion cards here? There is a new job because that tried to come out twice, but it's coming out in chunks. So I do see like a new job, new career type of thing that you guys are going to be doing. And I keep saying that over and over. I apologize, but that's what I see. You have the Hierophant here. You have the Two of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. So we're talking about making a decision. It's interesting because the Two of Swords literally coming out with needing to make a decision about something. Could this have something to do with your relationship, committed relationships? Let's just first because it came out. Now we said that with the unclear, right? How is your relationships working out? Is it working out? You don't know. You don't know what the hell this is. And again, like I said, for some of this is really about, I'm not even in a relationship. Will I ever be married? Hierophant talks about married. Will I ever be in a committed relationship? Who the hell knows? You have two cards that's saying that. With the uncertainty in the Two of Swords, she has the blindfolds on her eyes. And what does it say? Unclear path. You have no idea. And part of the Hierophant is a faith card. Do you have faith that you're going to get what you want? Are you losing faith? Now, for some of you, part of this whole judgment is like maybe you're switching your religion's views or your spirituality views. Maybe that could be happening. The Hierophant is very serious. And when you are in the dark like this in life, it can be very scary. Because the Hierophant is the thing that grounds you. It is base principle. It is what you build your foundation on. And if you are uncertain about the Hierophant, a lot of things in your life, you're going to feel very shaky. So that includes your love life with long-term committed relationships, and that includes your faith. Now, the Four of Pentacles is interesting because it's also in harmony with the conviction card where you guys are holding on. You're like, that's okay. I'm trying to hold on. Hold on, okay? There's storms that have been brewing, okay? There seems like there's just no progression in life. There's delays. There's all of this stuff. Things feel like it's getting worse. There's all this instability, right? And it's causing this energy here with the Two of Swords. You guys have no idea how things are going to work for you with this, okay? But the Judgment card is a what? Call. So if you are experiencing this discomfort in these areas, something will happen. It is a universal action that puts you on the path in a certain direction because either you're going to go A or B. For some of you, it's your own decision. And for others, it's just about uncertainty, and the universe is going to make things certain for you. So you'll know what path you need to go down. Now, we're going to go ahead and get to this conviction card. Let's see what comes out here for Virgo. All of this is upright for Virgo. Okay, that came out. This is for Virgo. What are you guys standing on? Ooh, oh my God. Oh my God. I'll take it. I'll take it. You guys had a whole lot of cards. I don't know what it is, but I'll take it. I did the same thing for Capricorn. We'll just go with it. I'm doing upright, okay? But remember, anytime it falls in reverse, maybe this is the reason why you need to stand 10 toes down. The Emperor has a tendency to be a bully. This is what it's saying. Someone who is rigid, someone who's dominant and undisciplined. Maybe it's not really about a bullying energy. It is about you not having discipline and standing 10 toes down in what? Your own personal constitution. We're saying if you have convictions, and part of that Hierophant talks about your beliefs, but if you are not standing on that, guess what happens? What does it say? What is that saying where it says if you don't believe in something, you'll fall for anything? That's what this is. So if you are wanting a relationship, but you deal with people who don't want relationships because maybe for some odd reason, this is non-conformist, you're dealing with someone who doesn't believe in what you believe in, your conviction card is, no, I am standing on my principles and I'm to get what I want. And see, this is why this card will go in the upright, because remember, we're saying you are taking control of life. It doesn't matter about what nobody else says. Because for some of you, it's always about the other mouth, the other voice, the other conversation, the other people are having with you that seems like it's echoing in your mind even when they're not around, and you have to consider them. And all of us, like I said before, we have our own personal constitution. You may believe that you want to be in a monogamous relationship. The other person will believe that they don't want to. They have the right to believe what they want to believe. But for you in this household, you say, this is what goes. Now, also part of the conviction energy, like it says here with the Nine of Swords, and you have the Page of Pentacles. The Nine of Swords is saying there is some kind of like, it's like you're confused about it. Am I doing the right thing? Do I do the right thing? Like, it's like, am I doing the right thing? If it has something to do with your finances, here with Page of Pentacles, there's a sprout that's about to sprout up for you. Money is definitely going to get better. But right now, like we said before, it's one of those things where you don't see the progression the way you want, and it's giving you anxiety. Some of you, your spouse, because that's what the Emperor really is. The Emperor is spousal energy. The Empress is a spousal energy. They're giving you angst. Someone is complaining in this connection. You don't love me. It seems like we can't get along. You act irresponsible. You act like you don't care. There's, irreconcilable differences. There's this incompatibility. It's kind of like that. But someone refuses to change, and both refuse to change. And even if that's the case, you cannot come together in this energy, and it causes a lot of strife. So if we're talking about whether it's spousal, it doesn't have to. Remember, spousal is anyone that you live with. You may have children with them or whatever. Spiritual spouse, someone you've been living with. There's been problems in this connection. But someone is convinced that they are not going to change. And I feel like both parties need to be convinced that they cannot change or will not be moved because of strange lifestyles or strange reading. Like if you guys are with someone and you have children, okay, then you may not necessarily want to go to the casino every day. That's the strange reasoning. You may be convinced that you're going to win the lottery or you're going to win on that. But if it's causing harm to your financial security and your family, then yeah, you have beliefs, but it's called strange reasoning. Okay? So you see what I'm saying? The contrast in beliefs and behaviors, it looks like that's what's happening in a relationship, whether you're dating someone or if you're in a long term. Okay? Now, let's go ahead. Let's get, I didn't even want it came out at the bottom. I didn't see it, but there's going to be a change. I'm not going to say that there's going to be an ending because, again, you guys already know what I say. Endings don't always mean forever, but it is necessary. So sometimes there is a separation in a connection with someone that is necessary for that time, but it doesn't mean it's going to last forever. It just means that there is some sort of a separation. And this happens with your job too. Okay? Now let's go ahead. Let's get promoter. Let's get it. Upright. There is somebody who is definitely, oh my God, you got the devil card here? This is the way that it came up. I got to take it that way because this way it could be either up or down. Oh my gosh. Now, why the hell would the devil come out with the sun? Very strange pairing. Give me a second, y'all. When it comes down to your work and career, you're going to experience some ups and downs. That means that certain things that you're going to experience with your job, I want to start with the job portion. Some things that you're going to experience with your job is going to feel you're going to feel elated. Oh my God, this is amazing. This is great. This is amazing. But the devil muddies up things. So what's behind what's happening with your working career? Maybe Capricorn energy here with the devil card. You may have to slave. You may have to work extra hours. They pay very well. Or whatever you're doing as far as your business, it's amazing. But in order for you to experience the sun energy, baby, you're going to have to really grind. That's 10th house. That's heavy responsibility. And you want to know what happens with the devil? Oh my God, I can't breathe. Every time, I'm always working. Oh my God, I need to get out of here. But it's something that you like to do. It kind of, it muddies up the situation that you're experiencing with your working career. You're so happy, you're elated that things are improving, but then on the other hand, it's not necessarily the best. I'm going to give you an example of this. I watch influencers on YouTube, and this one particular girl, she's new. I had never seen her. She popped up, and because I watch so many of them, I don't watch anything else basically besides those waking up in the morning, seeing how people prepare for work. Their homes, apartments, condos are absolutely amazing. And I was seeing her, I had watched her videos, almost like binge watching her videos for like a week. And then this one she put out, and she sat in front of the camera and she was crying. I'm like, oh, what the hell is happening? And she said, oh my God, like I love my life. Like I love what I do. I love the fact that I'm doing YouTube. I love all of these things, but it's starting to get too hard for me. I mean, she was like bawling. This is like too hard. This is too hard. Oh my God. Like I don't feel like I'm living. That was the perfect example of like living your dream, but the devil muddying it up. That is what I see that could happen in this situation when it comes down to your working career. You love it with the sun, but the devil, it's a lot of hard work, y'all. And you're going to experience that. So I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm just going to tell you what's here. Okay. Now, with the winter solstice here, it's talking about the light from within. Baby, you are shining, honey. You are shining. And everything about this is talking about shining. The sun is shining, talks about exposure, literally promotion, promoted, whether you're getting promoted at your job, whether you're being promoted with your products, your services, anything like that, that is going to occur for you. The winter times talks about a freeze, hibernation, a freeze, but something starts to what? Warm up and melt. Okay, so things really are going to get so much better for you. That's what I'm saying. We saw that earlier when we were talking about manifesting. Remember we saw that where it talks about the whole manifestation type of energy. I don't know which card it was there. I believe either promoter or the artistry that actually talked about that. Okay. And the sun is also making things what? Making you aware, and it's clearing things out, and it's telling the truth, and it's giving you clarity. So where you have been at this place of uncertainty, there it is, the sun. The sun is helping you out majorly, but life is life. And so there's the devil. Okay, that's just what it is. Now we're going to go ahead and get to the artistry or the artist here for Virgo. We're going to get to love in a minute. I'm definitely going to get to love because I talked about that more so right here, but then this was definitely working career. Let's get to the artist. I want to wait to the end to love because all the cards will be down. Oh my God, yes. Chariot is the same thing. Success. Some of you guys are definitely going to be trapped because of your skills. Whatever it is that you do, it will afford you the opportunity to travel and get around. But the Chariot card is moving forward. It's the success card. Okay, so that's what you're seeing here. All right. Now, the cards that's coming out is the Temperance. You have the Ace of Wands, and you have, there it is again, that 10 Wands, baby. Y'all thought I was lying. 10s are what? Can you guys say it in the comment section? Capricornian energy. Heavy responsibility. But you guys are prepared for this. Like, I want you guys to be prepared for it. The Temperance is saying, even though you feel this heavy responsibility and you will be experiencing this heavy responsibility, the universe is giving you an opportunity to temper out. Love it. It's not leaving you hanging. You'll be able to find balance among all of it. Because how much money are you making off of this? I'm about to tell you that in a minute, and I'm going to also talk about love. But balancing is balancing your life with your working career. Okay? And that Devil card just did it. Because now in a place where things are starting to move, Chariot card, right? But you have to be able to balance everything. But you're excited about it. I just told you that earlier with the Sun card. So here it is. You got the Sun card that's like, I'm elated. You're happy. Yes, right? It's that yes energy. Ace of Wands, same thing. You're super excited. Just so excited about it. But the Ten of Wands is like, I'm overloaded. The Temperance card is the thing that's balancing you out. So the universe will be able to temper, or there'll be circumstances or situations where you'll be able to temper yourself in work and career. Love it. Okay, let's get to the love portion. This is major. I'm going to split this up because this is not going to be the same for everybody. I'm going to start first with the unions or the couples there's an actual couple. It's easier for me to do that because most of the people are single, and I'm going to linger on you guys a little bit longer. I'm just going to tell you, anytime I deal with couple energy, I don't tell you how this is going to go, but we have to be real. The Death card came out. Death card does not necessarily mean divorce to me unless I see it. It has to be personal reading, and I never even tell you if I see that. I never tell anybody. I just know that you're going to experience it. I don't tell you though. Okay? With this one, again, there is some disconnect from your partner. Okay? Whether you live with them or you're married to them or something like that, there is definitely a disconnect. But we got to find out why. The Devil is in the middle of your reading. Now see, when the Devil card comes out with a romantic relationship connection, this goes for both single and married. When that comes out, it's the same thing that happens at work, right? You could be happy as hell, but then it drags you down to hell. And see, before you actually get there, that's where all the cuts has come from. Now, what the hell is happening in the meantime? All right, let's see. Well, I actually said that. There's arguments. We said this earlier, right? You don't believe what I believe in. We're not on the same page. Now imagine this is the person that you're sleeping with. We used to be, right? We used to be on the same page. But this reading is saying that you're not. The Ten of Wands is saying this is more so a trial for me than it is like this freeing energy. This is becoming too much. The conversation here is too much. Someone feels like you're becoming like a responsibility rather than a partner. Like really feeling you the way that I'm really supposed to feel you. That's not supposed to be here. Like you're the monkey on my back. I thought you were supposed to take the trash out. You didn't take the trash out. I already had a conversation about this 2 weeks ago. You didn't take the trash out. Okay, here we go again. Now here's another argument. Okay, it's that shit. Okay. Why are you here? Who knows? Why have you held on for so long? Four of Pentacles? Who knows? Could it be family situations? Could it be because of religion? I've said this. I very seldom say this, but I love the fact that the Hierophant came out because in my case, for the most part, for a long time after there was issues, it was a religious thing. It was like, okay, well, we're not technically supposed to be getting divorced. I don't think we're supposed to be getting divorced. I don't think that. So some of you, it can be held on because of religion. Others, because of money, responsibilities that you have for them or whatever. But the thing is, the Death card said something drastic has to happen. And it could just be a separation. Okay? That's it. That's for y'all. Now, if you're single, hey, hello. Your story is a lot different. Shout out to you. Shout out. Because your cards here is like amazing. You got a lot of potential for the people who are going to be coming into your life. Huge potential. First of all, the Emperor or anytime you get anytime you get an Emperor, you get an Empress, and if you get a Queen of Wands and a King of Wands, those are only people that's considered to be a person. I know. The King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, those are not people to me. I don't know why, they're just not. Okay, and it never happened that way. But if you have an actual person in your reading, and this is someone who is charming your damn pants off in a figurative sense, and a literal as well. But there's someone here that you are just wooing over. I don't think that you know this person. There's nothing here that shows me that you are aware of them. For some of you, you know them, right? Like you're already been in contact. But I'm saying, there's a person that you know, but I don't know who's wooing. So I don't know if this is the new person that's wooing you or if it's someone that you are already familiar with that's doing this. But baby, you are wooed, honey. Because if we have to go back to the promoter energy, isn't that the same as like, oh, baby, I see you. Because see, the Sun card is like, baby, you're making me happy. The Ace of Wands, I'm excited. And this person is seeing me and you're making me elated on the inside. Like I get excited. That's what you're going to feel. Now, are you going to have some ups and downs? Yes. Are you going to have some ups and downs? Yeah, you're going to have some ups and downs. Why? Because again, you're running into the devil energy as well. Sorry. Sorry, Virgo. You're running into the devil energy as well. Sorry, the ones who are single. You do not pass go with this one either. The devil card is still here. Now, for you, the only thing with this, it really can be like overly obsessing person. This is a little bit interesting for you because the devil card doesn't necessarily mean that it's anything toxic or that it's anything bad necessarily. It does things a little crappy because there is some uncertainty between you and this person. If you're going to work out, you're feeling like, I don't know, you're kind of in the dark, maybe because this person isn't as forward with their feelings and emotions. It's something that's causing you to a little anxious. But it can happen in a good way where you're like, oh my God, I just want this to work so much. So I feel like your grip, what you're being gripped by is just being afraid that the connection isn't going to work or afraid that it's something bad could happen. Okay. So you don't get out of that. So there's a lot of worry when it comes down to connections that you guys are going to be getting into. And it's strictly because you are feeling the hell out of this person. If I had to describe to you who they could be, the signs, first I'll start with the signs. The signs that I'm seeing here, heavy on fire. So the fire signs I'm seeing is 1, 2, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo, literally all of them. If I had to say which more of the fire signs I see, it is Sagittarius and Aries. Okay. I am seeing earth signs here. The earth signs I'm seeing is definitely Capricorn. I see Taurus. Yeah, those are what I'm seeing today. I'm seeing Capricorn and Taurus. I don't see any other earth sign today. And water, I'm seeing only Scorpio and Cancer. Okay. That is what I'm saying. Only Scorpio and Cancer. And I'm not saying that you're not dealing with others, but that's just what's forming in this reading. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Now I'm going to go ahead and end it with this card here, this card deck. So going into tomorrow, what are you guys feeling? Enthusiastic, but still struggling to maintain your sanity because conviction is there. And there's things that are very much so irritating, bothering you. Your psyche is definitely disturbed in some kind of way for whatever reason. But hopefully tomorrow you wake up feeling a little bit more positive because of the reading. Now we're going to go ahead and get the last 2 cards here for Virgo. You have mirroring. And you have happily single. And at the bottom of the deck, you have spiritual gifts. This is just being extremely intuitive, hands down. A lot of you guys are extremely intuitive. I want to read it. It says, doing you, dating, stress-free, setting goals, and career focus. I really do feel like it is definitely career focus. I'm not saying that you guys are not doing other things, but I totally see career focus energy here. And you know, single energy, like I said before, you guys are going to be coming across some people who are going to just knock your socks off. So even though you're dating, I'm not saying that you can't get in a committed relationship. You'll be on that path to being in that relationship, but let's just pay attention to the word that came out, happy. Okay. Happy is the word that came out. Me here, the only thing that I can say with this one in committed relationships is that if you don't talk, they don't talk. If you curse, they curse. If you don't care, they're going to act like they don't care. Mirroring energy is not necessarily the best because it's like one person is trying to outdo the other or trying to updo the other in this instance. And that can happen, you know, mostly in committed relationships, not necessarily not committal, because it's like if you're not committal, you know, you really don't have anything to prove at that point. But that mirroring energy will be more so towards those who are in committed relationships. And it's a lot of petty energy. It's a lot of tit for tat. that's happening. But you're asked to use your spiritual gifts here. Please use your intuitions and move accordingly. Like, that's just all I can say. There's going to be a lot of changes you're going to experience with that Death card. So just be prepared for that. But I see some amazing energy. Carla, thank you. Per always, let me like that. I don't think I ever, can I like it? Yeah, I did. Okay. Thank you so much, Carla. Well, thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. I will be back hopefully tomorrow with another reading for tomorrow. You guys are going to wake up what? Happy, looking at me.